Hello dears, are you ready to live the life of the truly rich and wealthy? Then why are you here?
Our mouth is dry like a sound on the desert.
I don't have money for anybody. I'm looking for money too. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jola. You can call me Jols if you like. And if you're a newcomer here, make sure you like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Today we are going to be talking about how to become rich because I'm tired of poverty. From the topic of this video, you can see that I'm in a bind and I'm desperate and I'm wondering what I need to do to become rich. Now, in case you're wondering whether or not I'm lazy, let me tell you something. One, I have a job, right? I co-run a production company that I started with a friend of mine. I am a screenwriter. I write for TV. I co-host the biggest podcast in Nigeria. And yeah, those are the three things I do. But still, wealth is elusive. And I just, at this point, I don't know what to do. I turned 29 a few weeks ago and I decided then that I want to get my finances in order. The problem with getting your finances in order is that you have to have finances in the first place. And figuring out what to do or how to do it has been frustrating me. It's very, very difficult and it's not easy at all. People just make it seem like, oh, all you need to do is get a budget or make a bit more money and voila, you're swimming in wealth. It's a lie. It's fraud. It's lies. And I'm tired of it. And what we're going to do, me and you together, if you're like me, if you have your stuff figured out, this is not for you. Just leave now. You can just put in the comment section, oh thank you, I'm going to look for my tribe. I won't be offended. This is for people like me that are trying to figure life out. I don't even know if it's a late bloomer thing, but it's now that I'm trying to figure life out, starting with my finances. And yeah, it's not been easy at all. Do you know something that's really weird with figuring out finances? When you start, it's more frustrating than being in the dark because that's when you realize how much you don't actually know. So before you start, you think, oh okay, I need to find out a few things, and then you realize that you don't actually know anything, and the anything you don't know is not small things, it's a lot of anything. In 2016, I started something called Cash Madam Collective. Not formally, I was just asking questions and trying to figure out money issues, like, oh, how do people pick banks? How do you pick a bank? What's the difference between a current account and a savings account? How do you pick insurance? How do you choose, I don't know, where and how to rent? How do you get renter's insurance, if any? How do you decide what health insurance to use? How do you decide on your pensions? How do you do your taxes? If you have a business, how do you register your business? All these things that should be one Google click away, actually not that simple. And I got frustrated, and you know what I decided? Maybe poverty is not so bad after all. So I'll wallow in it for a few more years. And here we are again. Here we are again. It hasn't been a long journey yet. In fact, I just started and I'm already complaining. So that tells you all you need to know about this getting your finances order thing, right? So the first thing is, it's actually very boring. Everybody acts like once you start, it's going to be so interesting, and once you start saving, you just can't stop. It's a lie. It's very, 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 very boring and annoying. The second thing I realized is I actually was born to be rich. Let me not lie to you. I hate budgeting. I like spending money like a drug dealer. And the thing I hate the most is bargain hunting. I detest it. I want to buy something, I want that one, and I want it now. Why do I have to go and start looking for another one that does the same thing? Why don't I just have more money? That's the real question people should be trying to solve, not how to manage the money you have. The question should be, why don't I have more money? Maybe the rest of you are good people and you're easily content, but maybe I'm just not. I don't understand why I don't have more money. Now, if you decide to say, oh Jola, if you really want more money, maybe you should be doing more work. Please pause. One, I have a job, right? I co-run a production company that I started with a friend of mine. I am a screenwriter. I write for TV. I co-host the biggest podcast in Nigeria. And yeah, those are the three things I do. So you see, The problem is not me. The problem is the world. I'm working a lot, very hard. I don't know where the money is. The money is shy. Come out, baby. I don't bite. In fact, I spend you so you can go back to where you came from. As I don't want to be involved in robbery and theft. Actually, not that I don't necessarily want to. It's just a really high risk job, and I'm not the type. I guess I actually do have to get a handle on my finances, and that is why Cash Madam Collective is back. Okay, I know I've been joking since, but not joking, but kind of joking, but not really. But Cash Madam Collective, I have decided, is going to be a space targeted at women to talk about money, work, finances, and leadership in a way that doesn't assume that anybody knows anything. What I've realized is when you're asking questions, especially to professionals, they assume you have an understanding of the basics, especially when you don't. And you're there trying not to feel extra foolish, as you've already come thinking that the question you have is already foolish. And so you don't actually learn as much because you are too embarrassed to ask them, oh, what exactly is this thing that you think I already have the basic understanding of? So Cash Madam Collective is here, and it's going to be hosted on Happy Noisemaker, and we're going to be talking about everything that has to do with money, from the basics to the slightly more complex things, to help us get a handle on our money so we can be rich. If you don't want to be rich, you're one of those eat the rich people, maybe this place is not for you, although it's still for you, so you can find ways to maybe avoid being rich. I've never met such a person before. But honestly, to get a handle on your finances, to learn how to save better, to learn how to invest, to learn how to manage what you have, and to not be so frustrated and feel like you're working all the time and don't really know where your money is going. Sometimes the answer will be harsh, and sometimes the answer really is maybe you need to work differently and make more money. You need to upsell or upskill so that you can make more money. You need to, or you're actually making enough money, you're just not budgeting properly, or you've made bad decisions because you didn't have enough information, or you are taken advantage of, which happens all the time. And that's fine. But the point is, Cash Madam Collective is going to help primarily me figure out my finances, and in that process we will all learn together. Look at me. Even in my struggles, even in my problems, I'm thinking about everybody else. I should win the Nobel Peace Prize, honestly. Anyway, in the description box below is going to be a link to the blog Happy Noisemaker and the second of the blog that will be hosting Cash Madam Collective. You can sign up to the newsletter to get specifically Cash Madam Collective information, and hopefully we will not be having this same discussion this time next year, because I'll be very irritated with myself. In the comment section, can you let me know the most difficult part of financing for you, and all the ways, if you have one-liners. Don't give away any secrets yet, we haven't started yet, so don't go and start writing essays. That's not what we're doing yet. But just let me know all the things you've realized you are making mistakes with. So you're just like, oh, I was a poor budgeter, oh, I had to change my job, I realized that I wasn't making the right type of investments, or like keeping my money in my savings accounts was rubbish. I want to see those type of comments, and I also want to see the kind of things you really want to learn and where you're writing from. So if you're a Nigerian woman, if you're a Kenyan woman, if you're a South African woman, if you're an American woman, if you're British, if you're French, if you're Swedish, if you're South African, you can see I know many countries, so I'm educated. That's not the problem, I just don't have enough money. Anyway, just let me know in the comment section below. Again, thank you for coming. I know you could have done lots of other things with your time, but you came here to hear me doing a lovely unhinged rant about money. But we're at the end now, so thanks for being part of, my nonsense, and see you soon. Ciao. Oh, were you talking to me? But this is what I do on the daily with my tiny bag that can contain nothing but all my plenty money and drinks in the middle of the week. Subscribe for more tips on how to live the life of the truly wealthy and extravagant.